like best about the job is I've got the market at my fingertips. I see everything that's going on. I've got Wall Street, talk to anybody, find out about any stock. It's interesting, it's a lot of fun, and it's a high-energy job.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, career opportunities in the financial field will be on a steady increase throughout the next 10 years. There will be, however, more applicants than job openings. Thus, in order to be a front-runner for the positions of the future, the students of today must be more prepared than ever before, and the options presented to students are more varied than ever. No longer is a bachelor's degree the end of the educational process. Employers now expect applicants to provide a strong balance of education and practical experience. And if a student is planning on extending their studies and entering a master's program, most graduate-level studies programs also require experience. Everyone wants a blend of educational background and job experience to provide the training that classrooms cannot. So now the question becomes how to choose the correct path and get started on the career journey. Shamsa Punja is a trading assistant for Everin Securities. Everin is one of the largest full-service brokerage firms in the United States.
Basically, we have about 8 traders on the government desk, and what I do is I do their profit and loss analysis every morning so they know how much profit they've made the prior day, which includes gross and trading P&L. Also, their unrealized profit or loss, which is on their open positions, if they're long or short a bond, you know, what the market value of that bond is currently. And also, I clear the trades for them.
Craig Kamey also works for Everin Securities, but he is a trader who deals with brokers in Wall Street on a day-to-day basis.
We've got 90 phone lines here, and my job is to answer every one of them. And it's going to be either an investment consultant, which is a stockbroker, or the street, which is firms like Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, Payne Weber. And my job is basically to get them the best execution on NASDAQ or over-the-counter stocks.
As a corporate financial analyst for Abbott Laboratories, Angela Martinelli has the financial world at her fingertips. Abbott is one of the largest companies in the world, producing a wide range of nutritional, pharmaceutical, diagnostic, and hospital products.
My job entails receiving all of the schedules that come from the divisions, putting that into a consolidated form which Abbott can use. Some of those include looking at the exchange rates. Since we are marketed in over 130 countries, that's quite important to us. Also at capital expenditures and authorizations, and various other financial statistics.
Steve Prom is an originator for Ares Capital, a full-service lender and mortgage banker.
Ares Capital originates commercial mortgage loans that ultimately are sold to Wall Street and put together in a pool that Wall Street sells as bonds, which is the term is commercial mortgage-backed securities. It's the CMBS market. So we originate mortgages essentially for commercial real estate.
Dale Von Barron is a vice president of corporate administration at ABT Co., a leader in the specialty building products business.
A lot of it has to do with evaluating businesses and what can you do, what are you going to pay for a business, or why do you want to keep the business that you're currently in. So evaluating the cash flows of that business and what are the prospects for the future.
And at William Blair & Company, a Chicago-based employee-owned investment banking firm, Robin Armour is an investment manager, utilizing both her interpersonal and financial skills.
Okay, great. I work for William Blair & Company, which is a full-service investment firm. I work for a division, which is their investment management division, where we manage assets for high-net-worth individuals and institutional investors. My role is calling on prospects. I'm responsible for new business development, so I talk to pension plans, endowments, foundations, those types of institutional investors, and I also speak with their investment consultants that they hire to evaluate new managers.
There's some days that when the market is very busy, there's this tremendous amount of energy in this room, and the day goes by very quick. You're on the phone all day long. There's no breaks for you. And there's other days when it's very slow, usually around the holiday period, and those are the days that you do a lot of crossword puzzles.
Typical work week would be on the road 1 or 2 days a week, looking at different properties, meeting different people. The other days would be probably more at my desk, analyzing different projects that we're looking at, working on the computer with spreadsheets.
I would say that probably 2 to 3 days a week I'm traveling. I'm out of the office, and on those days I'm getting up way too early, flying to another city, maybe having 3 or 4 meetings with different prospects for our investment management business. In the office, it's really, I'm putting together presentations for those meetings. I'm doing follow-up calls with clients and with prospects. Lots of travel, a lot of time outside the office, really talking to people and promoting our business and selling.
What I like best about my job is seeing that finance is incorporated in every aspect of the business. Whether you're looking at marketing or product development or even just financial statistics, finance is very important.
What I like best about my type of position is it offers a lot of variety. I'm partly at my desk and partly out in the field. I meet lots of different people, meeting borrowers that own different types of real estate, meeting lots of different bankers. I'm going all over the country as far as going to different areas. I have to understand the markets of where the real estate's located. So my day-to-day varies extensively from being on the road to being at my desk.
What I love about the work is that I love the industry. The thing that you can always count on in the financial services industry is that there's always change, so it's exciting. I also really enjoy the part of my job which involves going out and talking to different people in the industry and really understanding the dilemmas that are facing their businesses and how we may be able to help them.
Well, what I like best is the feeling of exhilaration that it gives once you you buy a bond or sell a bond and you see that the market is heading in a direction. You don't know what the other half of after you do the other half of the trade, how much of a profit you're going to make, or it's something that's, it's a mystery until it's done, and that's the part I like. It's kind of, you get a high,
Education is the single most important tool you can bring to a financial career. Computer skills, financial analysis, and written and oral communication skills are vital to a successful career in finance. Beyond that, at least a bachelor's degree is almost a necessity for entering the job market in today's society.
I received a BA in economics from University of Michigan. Was very interested in finance, but I had this quandary. I didn't want to be stuck in a back office running numbers my whole life. I really enjoy getting out and talking to people and learning from people. So I really focused my career on getting into a marketing or a sales position within finance. It kind of gave me the best of both worlds, I thought. I did go on after a few years into an MBA program, and I was able to really focus my interests and my skill set on marketing and also on finance and get more particulars, and that was very helpful.
My undergrad at St. Cloud State University in St. Cloud, Minnesota was in finance. After I graduated from that, I went into real estate. It was at the residential level with mortgage banking. Didn't particularly like that, so I went in from there. I applied to DePaul University in the Master of Science in Finance program, which is more of an analytical type of degree versus MBA. It does not have the management and marketing. It's more statistics, calculus, a lot of derivative classes, with the idea that I was going to get my CFA, Certified Financial Analyst, and go more into the equity side.
I studied international finance at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. At Madison and at most universities, you're given a wide financial background, looking at corporate finance, also looking at the importance of accounting and finance, international finance. All of those have helped me at this job.
Went to the University of Wisconsin, one of the university campuses, Whitewater, from 1974 to 1978. So it's been quite a while since I've got out, but a typical undergrad in accounting, BBA.
I studied business management because basically crunching numbers and that, I like to do that, and finding problems and resolving them. So I majored business management, which would allow me to get a job in any field which is business related.
I have a finance degree from Michigan State and an MBA from DePaul University in international marketing and finance.
Ask anyone in any field, and they will tell you that classroom education is only half of the package. An important half indeed, classroom education provides the foundation on which you build your career. However, the actual structure of the educational building is practical experience.
I think what's most applicable is the practical experience that you gain. trying to get out, get internship programs, get exposure to different opportunities in the business, and learn as much about the real working world as possible.
Well, when I was in graduate school, I interned forever for 6 months, and I learned a lot about the firm. My job was I was working for Everett University, and I was able to, I had a hands-on basis of, I guess, seeing how the investment consultants came through, the new recruits, and I liked the people that I met and liked the people I work with, so I looked around for other positions within the firm after I graduated.
When I went to Whitewater, we had a cooperative education program there where I spent part of my time going to school for a semester, and then I actually worked a semester, in this case for the IRS, so it gave me a pretty good background in the tax area. I found that to probably be the most beneficial part of my education.
With the projected job market on a steady increase, the world of a financial career is ready for the taking. Armed with the proper mix of classroom and practical experience, there is nothing that can hold you back.
My biggest piece of advice would be that, again, really try to gain as much practical knowledge of the industry as possible, either by internships with companies or with professors at your university, so you can have some real working knowledge of the business. There are so many different career paths you can take within finance, and so the best thing you can do is really try to get exposure to as many as possible so you can find out where your interests really lie.
When I was selecting my major in school, looking back at this point, what was most important was paying attention to every detail in finance. Because when you step out of the university, you don't know if you'll be ending up in corporate finance, if you'll be working in international, or it'll be more of an accounting base. So taking everything that each and every course gives you is extremely important.
I have a nephew who just got out, and one of the things that he did do was spend a lot of time with the computer side of the business and the mathematics side of education. And that has opened up a whole new avenue for him. Not only does he have an accounting background with some technical expertise in finance and accounting, but he has the PC skills that go along with it. And if you have the combination of those two, it opens up a whole new avenue for you to pursue.
This is a very big field of, financial markets, and if someone was to get in this, there's a lot of room to grow, because there's a lot for, someone to learn in this field, and there's a lot of different paths you can take. If you get into something but you feel like you're unsure of, whether you like it or not, there's something else that you can take. But this field is very wide, and it's there for, someone to explore.